With a lot of books coming out of Nigeria in 2019, YNaija.com has narrowed down all of these books to 10. And I'm joined by Edwin.
Yeah, hi everybody. The list is quite diverse. There's thrillers, there are literary dramas, there are non-fiction books. It's like a whole, cornucopia of like interesting, fascinating books by fascinating authors.
Fantastic. So, 10 books on this list.
Yes.
But then, what are two of your favorite books?
I would think
2019.
So like two of my favorite books actually made the shortlist, and that is so one of the books I really liked this year was Sui Okungbowa Davis's David Mogo, God Hunter. It's a book set in Lagos, and the book essentially revolves around the Yoruba Orisha. But what Sui does with Yoruba Orisha is that he essentially takes on the trope of what we call the Noah thriller, the Noah supernatural thriller, and then he brings that to Lagos. And it's fascinating how he's able to flesh out the characters, their motivations, and the twist at the ending is nothing short of fantastic. So Sui did a great job, and he's like pushing a different kind of supernatural fiction in Africa, which I just love. Another book I really liked on the shortlist this year, on our shortlist this year, was of course In the Nude by Logan February. It's like a book of poetry by this young non-binary Nigerian author. He's like revolutionary, just his existing is revolutionary. And In the Nude essentially is him discussing how he navigates the world, how he navigates relationships, how they navigate the world and how they navigate relationships, sorry if I'm misgendering them, and how their unique like point of view influences how they see love, how they see loss, how they see grieving, the relationship with their father. It's just like really fascinating work.
Fantastic. Logan February's In the Nude and
David Mogo, God Hunter by Sui Davis.
fantastic. So there are 10 books on this list available on YNaija.com.
Yeah.
But then we want to narrow down to the top 3.
Okay.
And then the other 7 people would go on the website to read.
Yeah.
So first, top 3.
Okay, so Tope Folarin's A Particular Kind of Man was on the top 3 lists because like he was just, I don't know, he was amazing. Like Tope Folarin won the Kane Prize, I think in 2010 or 2011. So he's been on the scene for a very long time. And he actually won the Kane Prize with a story that eventually made it onto the book. So the book has been 10 years in making. It's a book that essentially mirrors his own private life and how he has dealt with mental illness, how he has dealt with issues of migration, and how he has dealt with being an African who is living in the United States, who has to essentially live a duality of lives between what his parents expect of him and what the culture in America is telling him that he should and can be. Another book on the top 3 list is Helen Habila's Travelers. Now, Helen Habila is an interesting character because all his previous novels before this one were always set in northern Nigeria and were what I would call rustic. They happen to small town people with like very small motivations, and we just followed their lives. But Travelers is what you would call a global book. It traverses across Europe. It has an immigrant protagonist. It essentially explores the stories of several people who are traveling across Europe or across Africa trying to find a better life, and how their sojourns tend to lead to disastrous consequences. And I think people are going to see a new side of Helon finally with this book, and maybe appreciate his true talents, because Helon has been in the game since Hints. Like, he used to write for Hints, the soft sell magazine, and for him to go from there to here, it's a huge trajectory, and it's all reflected in his recent work. And I guess the last book I really like in the top 10 that I really liked this year was Nnamdi Ahirim's Prince of Monkeys. Nnamdi is like new school. He's young. He's significantly younger than the average age for Nigerian first-time publishers. His work is unapologetic to the Western gaze. He doesn't try at all to pander to a Western audience. He doesn't try to explain anything to them. The book essentially like takes on cultism, takes on politics, takes on the relationship between children and parents, especially in Nigeria when you are a millennial and your parents are Gen Z and boomers. It's a fascinating book, and he does a great job with it. So those are the 3 books that are in the top 10 of the YNaija top 10 most notable books of 2019. And I would encourage everybody to go to the website and check the actual book, like check the entire list, see which books you need to buy and put on your to be read list for 2020.
Fantastic. I'm really inspired by you had to read all those books because you read.
No, I didn't. So our in-house critic, Wilfred Okiche, he does the list. So he read all the books. He's fascinating and he does a great job of curating these lists every year. And just for that alone, because of the insight that Wilfred brings into our end of year lists and the work he does, I just encourage everybody, I ask everybody to go read it, because you can't leave a Wilfred Okiche list without, feeling enlightened.
This was fun, and this list is available on YNaija.com.